We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. The Pittsburgh Pirates batting here in the bottom of the inning, looking to send these fans home happy with a walk-off win. Here's the first pitch. In the dirt here. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. And that's off his leg on the mound. Throw won't get him.
And it's getting so loud in here. That base hit right there moves the guy to third base with one out. And this home crowd sensing they got a chance to win it here. Let's see how they try to defend it here with one out.
David Freese will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 23, David Freese.
Oh, and this is lined into center field. It's down for a base hit. And raise the Jolly Roger. The Pirates are going to walk off winners.
Always great when a game really comes down to the ninth inning like it did here. They had a chance to walk it off and send their fans home happy, and that's exactly what they did. Lots of smiles around here right now.
Not a lot of fireworks, but that narrows the candidate list for our top player of the game. And the man you see here was a key contributor, so he takes it home in this one.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out at you, but his lone hit was a really important one. And sometimes you just need to come through when it matters most to be the hero, and he did just that.
A one-run finish. And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Wade LeBlanc is on the mound here in the eighth, trying to preserve his shutout, but he does find himself in a bit of a jam. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit. Johnson is on his way home. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's a 6-1 game.
Well, he went up there with the game plan looking for one specific pitch, and he got it. He hit it hard. When a guy hits the ball that hard, you know he was looking for it.
Now batting number 10, center fielder Adam Jones.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. Wade LeBlanc earned his 9th win of the year. Tony Watson closes the door for the save, his 42nd. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show.
They left 6 men on base.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. The Pittsburgh Pirates are looking to wrap this thing up, but with a 1-run lead and the middle of the order due up, this thing is by no means over. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Here it comes. 1-0 to Trumbo. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Well, he's got a nice count, 2-0. I know he's looking for something to hit here, but hey, a walk wouldn't hurt you either. Down late in the game, base runners don't hurt.
All over the place to start the 9th. It's 3-0 now. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
I really like what he did right there. 2-0, he wasn't able to hit the spot he was shooting for. 3-0, he made a better pitch, and now he sits 3-1. Let's see what he does here.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Chris Davis comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
The second baseman, number 6, Jonathan Schoop.
Digging in once again, Jonathan Schoop. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sliced hard on the ground. Throw to first to be in time for the final out, and the Pirates have earned a sweep here in this brief 2-game series as this ball game is over.
It's time to raise the Jolly Roger as the Pirate closer comes in to ice this one and picks up the save.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Jamison Taillon gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year, permitting only 1 hit in 6 complete innings. Tony Watson closes the door for the save, his 43rd of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Gregory Polanco may be looking to go deep here as he and his team trail by 1 here in the 9th. Now a changeup is bounced to second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Up next for the Pirates, first baseman John Jaso.
Here's John Jaso now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch on its way. He pulls this one into right. Harper is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. Swing and a liner, but foul. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick outs. Nice job.
After it is eaten. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4, the final tally. Blake Trinan earns his... And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Andrew McCutchen may be looking to go deep here as he and his team trail by 1 here in the 9th. He's set. Here it comes. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike 1 becomes so important to get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at-bat.
Dribbled up the line. That's a foul ball. Here it comes on 0-2. Grounder down the line at third. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. And the run is in to score from second.
I love the late inning at bats when you come up clutch right there. Big hit, tie this game.
Now batting, the first baseman, John Jaso.
And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Here's John Jaso now. Seared down the first baseline. A dive, but it's off his glove. And he'll stay with it long enough to get the out at first. But meanwhile, the runners move up to second and third now with 2 away.
Catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Francisco Cervelli. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here's the first pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. The 0-1 towards second. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So not a good turn of events for this home crowd as now their 9th inning lead has evaporated. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Felipe Rivero enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings. Here's Adam Lind. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 2-0 count, and the pitch. 2-0 is a fastball, not close. He's behind 3-0 now.
Well, this is not how he wanted to come into this game out of the bullpen. The leadoff man of the inning, he finds himself down 3-0 in count. He's got to take a deep breath, refocus, and get back in this game. I really like what he did right there. 2-0, he wasn't able to hit the spot he was shooting for. 3-0, he made a better pitch, and now he sits 3-1. Let's see what he does here.
And that misses here, ball 4. And of all things, it's a leadoff walk that puts the winning run on base to start the bottom half. Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Shortstop.
Here's the shortstop now, Stephen Drew. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. The 0-1. And there's ball 1. The 1-1 pitch. Hit back up the middle. One there. Back to first, a double play, and we are heading to extra innings. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means we'll have to go a little longer tonight to find a winner. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Trey Turner will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base. And here comes Dusty out toward home plate as it looks like we're going to see a double switch here. Carter Capps takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. Ready once again, Eric Ibar. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Eric Ibar.
And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Clint Robinson is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Here's the lefty Gregor Blanco now as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. In the dirt here, and the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Now the 2-1. Line drive to left. Zimmerman has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
Now batting, the pitcher, Felipe Rivera.
Lucas Duda will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 24, Lucas Duda.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 10 home runs and 37 RBIs. The 0-1. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Eaton going back. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. 2-run shot to straightaway center. Number 11 for him on the season, and it's now 5-3.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it. but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Phil Gosselin.
Standing in now, Phil Gosselin. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
Man, he's flirting with danger. He gave up a home run on that very same pitch, and this time he comes right back with it in another dangerous location. He better be careful.
Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
Here's Gregory Polanco. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0 delivery. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Eaton is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Riding in once again, Jung Ho Kang. He's looking for his third hit of the ball game here. Way late on the fastball for strike one.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Well, there's no doubt what he was thinking on those first two swings. Big power swings. Now he's got to dial it back a little bit and try to put that ball in play.
And he strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage has been done as now they'll need some extra inning heroics to pull this one out. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. Pittsburgh leads this one 5-3. Tony Watson takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10.
Watson.
Jose Lobaton will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And there's out number 1.
The left fielder,
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. His previous battles with Tony Watson, hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. 1 out, nobody on. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now a flare out toward right center. Coming on is McCutchen. 2 down.
now batting.
In now is Adam Eaton. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Here comes the first pitch. A changeup over the inside corner.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike one, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Here's a swing, and he loses the bat from his hands as it heads over toward the first base dugout. Looks like everyone's okay, however. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. Felipe Rivero earns the victory out of the bullpen, number 10 on the year. Tony Watson records the save, his 45th on the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight for the victorious Pirates. 5 runs, 12 hits.
We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. Colby Rasmus has a single, a double, and a home run already in this one. Looking for the toughest one to get in the cycle, the triple. First pitch coming. Here it is. Drilled to first. Fielded cleanly by Zimmerman. To second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no error. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Working for the punch out and the offering. And here's a ball hit in the air. In there, a base hit.
When you're hot, that's what happens. Balls like that fall in for you. When you're cold, that gets caught. This is a hot streak he's on right now, so you take advantage of it. Ride it while it's good.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, it's never easy to win games on the road, so they are very happy with this win.
5-2 the final today. Wade LeBlanc gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Steven Strasburg is tagged with the loss despite giving up only 2 unearned runs. Tony Watson hammers down the save, his 46th. So that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious.
The final postseason teams are jockeying for position. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Buccos grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the Nationals in Washington 5-2. At the moment, the Nationals sit in first place in the National League East Division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second, while the Pirates are in third place in the NL Central. They're 7 games back. The Cubs brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 4-1. Looking at the standings, the Cubs are atop the NL Central. They have a 3-game cushion, and the Reds are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Lance Lynn grabbed his 13th win overall this year as the Cardinals took care of the Brewers 5-4. Heading into today, the Cardinals sit in second place in the National League Central, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the National League wild card. While the Brewers are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Edison Volquez earned the victory, which was his 10th on the year, as the Marlins took care of Atlanta 2-1. As of today, the Marlins are in fourth place in the NL East, 18 games out of first, while the Braves are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Mets knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park, 6-2. Also in Mets news, Matt Harvey punched out his 200th batter of the season in yesterday's action. Right now, the Phillies are in third place in the NL East, 17 games out of first. And the Mets are second in the division, 16 games out of first. The Colorado Rockies only allowed 2 hits in the game as they got the best of the Dodgers at home, 1-0. Looking at the standings, the Rockies are in fourth place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Dodgers are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. Johnny Cueto grabbed his 13th win overall this year, helping the Giants push past the Padres 3-2. Also out of San Francisco, Johnny Cueto punched out his 200th batter of the season in yesterday's action. Heading into today, the Giants sit in second place in the National League West Division, yet they currently lead the race for the National League wild card. And the Padres are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Gavin Floyd got his 16th win this year, helping lead the Blue Jays over the Yankees 6-3. In other Yanks news, Michael Pineda punched out his 200th batter of the season in yesterday's action. As of today, the Yankees sit in third place in the American League East Division, 18 games out of first, while the Blue Jays are second in the division, 5 games back. The Tampa Bay Rays cracked 14 hits overall as they took down the visiting Orioles 8-7. At the moment, the Rays sit in fourth place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Orioles are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Red Sox sent 3 balls into the seats as they got the home victory against the Astros 10-6. Right now, the Red Sox are in first place in the American League East. They hold a comfortable 5-game advantage. And the Astros are in second place in the AL West, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the American League wild card.